Hello, you lovely people. So, let me fill you in on a story. A long time ago, actually no, it was just a couple of weeks ago, I was looking at an auction online and I was going to buy a BMW R9T motorcycle. It was wonderful. It was a 2017, it had 630 miles on it. So, I was pretty excited. I was going to get a auction agent, actually. An auction bidding agent is what they call them. And so they did that, and I bought the vehicle. So it was coming from Rancho Cucamonga up to Utah, where I live. The bidding agent, which was handling the shipping on my behalf that I paid for, then let me know that shipper would be bringing me the motorcycle. I was waiting around, and about 3 in the afternoon, the shipper calls me and says, hey, I've got your motorcycle, and I'm in a big trailer and I need to drop it off. I said, okay, well that's fine, you know, it's you can drop it outside of my building. And they said, no, do you have like a forklift or a ramp or something, because it doesn't roll anymore. And I was a little curious about that and thought, well, okay, what do you mean? And he said, it's disconnected. So let me just kind of back up and give you a little bit of premise. When I got the motorcycle, I actually even had some friends stop by the Copart yard and have them check out the motorcycle. And they said, yeah, it looks great. The only thing it needs is basically a headlight. And so I had bought a headlight, an $800 headlight, actually, this really nice LED one. And then after getting that phone call, I thought, well, you know, maybe I'll have them drop it off at the BMW motorcycle dealership. And I'm glad I did. So I gave them the directions to the motorcycle dealership, and they were really concerned about having to take it all the way back down to Sandy. And I thought to myself, you know, it's like 10 minutes from here, and you literally just called me and said, you know, where do I drop this off to? Anyway, not a problem. That's fine. They can complain about that. So I hop on my other motorcycle and I head down there. And I get a phone call when I'm about 2 blocks away from the dealership, and it's one of the guys from the service department at the dealership, and he said, are you gonna be here soon, because this thing, we can't take care of this bike. And so I'll show you some of the before and after pictures of what the bike was before and what the bike was after, but we're getting to the good part. So I get to the motorcycle dealers, and I look on the trailer, and this motorcycle is smashed to pieces. The front forks are bent out. There's literally pieces of plastic from the motorcycle strewn across the trailer. And clearly there's dents and scratches and stuff all over it that wasn't in any of the pictures. And so what I did was I immediately got out my phone and I started documenting the condition of the motorcycle. And the drivers said, yeah, we got it here, and take the motorcycle. And I looked at the guys at the service department and I just said, no, there's no way I am taking possession of a motorcycle that was obviously damaged horrifically between the time that I bought it and the time that it was being delivered. And I have them take it back, and I contact the bidding agent, and I just sent them an email saying, hey, listen, I am not taking possession of that bike. The shipping company that you used obviously damaged the motorcycle. And this is where it gets good. So the guy at the shipping company contacts me and says, this is a couple of days later, and says, hey, so we have photos that we took in California that show the condition of the motorcycle before we picked it up, when we were picking it up. And we've sent those to the bidding agent. And we'll send those to you. And I said, great, wonderful, send them on over. And during the conversation, I asked him, I said, by the way, do you know what EXIF data is? EXIF. And he just said, no. And I said, wonderful. And then a couple of hours later, got a series of emails from this person. And you should just check out those emails now, and or actually the photos, and see what it shows. So remember that these were supposed to be taken a few days beforehand, and that these were supposed to be in California.
Whenever you call it, the broker, the dispatch, the one who dispatched it to me.
He said that he took a picture of it before he picked it up, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
Send it over.
what is it? Yeah.
Send it over.
I know. He's gonna send, because I'm waiting for him to send it to me, and that way I can send it to you.
Okay.
So he sent. I mean, he already emailed. I think to the on that day, Friday or whenever it was, he picked it up. He emailed it to your broker, whenever the company. So can you call your broker whenever who you buy with, and see if you received the email? If not, I'm gonna call him and then to send it to you again, to send it to the other people. And I'm waiting for him to send me the picture, so that way he can. I send it to you text. So that way you can call the Cobart and see what you can do with the Cobart.
Yeah, go ahead and email it to me also. My email is mbills@gmail.com.
Okay. Well, text it to me, so that way, you know.
Okay.
Oh, I can text you the picture when I receive it from text.
Yep.
Okay, man, no problem.
All right.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye. Hi, I'm going to show the data that is sent along with these motorcycles pictures that actually show that these were actually taken in Utah instead of in California, like the transportation company is showing. So I'm going to open it up with Adobe Photoshop. I'm opening it up straight from the email so that people can know that it's not doctored, and that is just going to go from there. So I'm going to go to File. I'm going to go to File Info. I'm going to go to Camera Data, iPhone 7 Plus, and that this was taken 6/18/2018 at 2:12 p.m., which would be yesterday. And then it was also taken with an iPhone 7 Plus, back dual camera, the whole thing. Let's see here. Let's go to GPS data and take the latitude and copy that. Go down to maps, or even let's try to type it in there, and we'll also get the longitude. Copy that. And type it in there and enter. And what do you know? It pulls up in Ogden, Utah. So funny that, because this transportation company was saying that it was taken in Rancho Cucamonga. Insisted that. What do you think?